Hello, and welcome back to Panic at the Dice Roll. I am your DM, Tanner Sandrock. You can follow me on Twitter at Tanner Sandrock. And these are my friends and players. Curtis.
Hi, Curtis. I play Calder Solveblade. I got spooky ghosts in my basement now. My neck hurts, and I'm ready to do some D&Ds.
Keely.
Hello, I'm Keely, and I play Floof. The best dungeon master in the world.
Before we hopped on, we were talking about doing a in-game. So like an in-game version of D&D where Floof DMs for everyone else.
D&Dception.
Yeah. That'd be fun. Travis.
I'm Travis. I play Elliot Montgomery. In said D&D game, this is the Monty fact for the week. Monty would play a lawful good paladin. Who's just like genuinely a nice person.
I feel like if our characters played D&D in game, it would just become like Canterbury Tales, where Vodka would be like, "I'm going to play." And he's just play Monty.
Hawthorne, before you start to like him, he would be doing it ironic.
Well, so here's my thing. If Monty is able to play a nice guy, lawful good paladin, then that just means that Monty knows what is right.
I'm all gonna play Sholtari. I'm here. I'm ready.
God. But yeah. Okay. Joe.
Shit.
I'm Joe. I play Vodka Wild Speaker, and I just made a delicious chicken pesto pizza, which I will be muted on as I enjoy.
Also, interesting thing for Vodka, the full moon is coming up. So
Tomorrow? Is that right?
pretty
Around about the
close.
time she looks and sees the two dead basilisks and no Monty, even though he suggested that we go after this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a wiener.
And
Okay, I just want to say quickly,
yeah.
if you're wondering why this is a thing, there was a cat there. And he's gone now, and now it just looks like I failed to make the bed all the way.
Was it
And I'm
Scotch?
offended. It was Scotch, yeah. But I'm
Scotch,
offended that he would do that to me. He's making me look really terrible.
Scotch set you up to look like you
did.
can't make a bed.
He did.
Oh. And finally, Og.
I already did it. I'm not a wiener.
You are the most wiener.
No, I'm not.
Like
He's the wiener.
the mostest of wiener.
Hey, hi, I'm Og. I play Sholtari. I am not a wiener. I do have wine.
So you're a whiner.
And it depends on the night.
So Scotch relocated, and he's now here.
It depends on how frequently, 80% of the time, clouds are covering my stars, and I am lost without guidance.
Mm. Well,
Yeah, it does seem to be always cloudy. There's never when we roll the weather guy dice, they seem to be always stormy.
I like weather
Always.
based.
The AccuWeather dice.
it's like
Yeah.
it's
TM.
it's like the constant blizzard is like an aspect of Icewind Dale, Rime of the
Mhm.
Frostmadien.
No,
And also,
the
like-
constant nightfall is what I was
I don't know.
told.
That's not how I read the book.
The
Anyway,
Boreali.
You can
Borealis
follow us
thing.
on Twitter at D20Panic. You can also check out past episodes on YouTube, also at D20Panic. All sound effects are brought to you by Syrinscape.com
Oh, shit.
because amazing adventures deserve amazing sounds. There's a link.
Amazing sounds
somewhere.
would be remembered.
Yeah, there's a link somewhere you can check out our playlists if you want. Our theme song is Sunless Road. Our character art was created by Keely. We also have a bunch of fan art in our break reel. Yeah, that's all the plugs.
Now, one more. This session brought to you by Target. It's hat season, babies!
Are you fucking? Are you fucking kidding
No,
me?
no. I co-sign it.
I can't believe you landed that sponsorship with Target, Travis. Congratulations.
No, they gave me this hat for only the price on the tag.
I think you might want to reconsider your
really
negotiating
funny.
skills.
Really, really funny because just 2 days ago I was in a Target and I saw those hats and I went, I
Mhm.
should get this for Travis. But I didn't.
See,
doesn't-
I had
he
that
doesn't
exact
need
same
more
experience
hats.
today, and it turns out like I'm really good at giving gifts for Travis.
You know what, Travis? What, Travis? You deserve this. Thanks,
do
Travis.
deserve-
Hey, I encourage this kind of behavior.
I mean, did you
We should
offer
all treat
to
ourselves.
did you offer
It's
to
a-
buy the hat with exposure? We have like nearly
Nah,
50
the cashier at Target
followers.
wasn't having any.
It's got to be at least worth one hat.
Travis has to buy a new hat with each follower.
Oh God.
All right. So recap. We should probably recap. Last time on Panic at the Dice Roll, you guys are kind of wrapped up exploring this berry. Are you
Oh my God!
you okay?
Why?
Are you okay, Og?
I'm great.
You're fired, is what you are. Hey, where's your you know what that Sheltaria has?
I dropped it.
Oh, it's on the
Oh.
shelf. Okay.
Well, last week you guys kind of wrapped up exploring that buried spire in the snow. Upon reaching the lower levels, you found the wizard's simulacrum, as well as an undead bodyguard. The simulacrum asked you guys if you would help him become a real boy by going down into the lower chambers of the spire, and you found kind of this chamber that was able to make illusions real. Floof offered up their life spark to run the machine, or run the machine, I guess, good a word as any, and turned the simulacrum into a living person. So there was a fight with some basilisks that Monty decided to sit out. And then our werebear, Vaka, is patiently awaiting the full moon, which is tomorrow night.
So patient, so ready.
So I think we left off with you guys. Oh yeah, that's right. We left off with Monty going into a room that looked like a bed chamber, and in the room there was a corpse, the remains of somebody, mostly just bones and clothes. And when they went to touch the bones, a will-o-wisp rose from the body.
Yes.
And and that's where we ended it, as you guys watched as this will-o-wisp rose up out of the body.
And is still there.
Yes.
I immediately grab my rock paper scissors club, and where I have lashed the stone that Floof doesn't know what it's called, neither do I. But it was the stone that the other will-o-wisp.
It was a little piece of quartz.
Quartz.
Yes, that. It's the piece of quartz, and I'm like holding it and just looking very confused at it. Maybe I'd do like the Spider-Man point.
All right. let's go ahead and get over onto the map.
Okay.
Wait, where am I?
And you're on the map.
Yeah.
He means for the viewers at home.
Oh.
Yeah. I just switching the screen over. But yeah, let's get initiatives rolled.
Oh no.
Oh no, why?
Shit.
We didn't do anything.
Yeah, you didn't do anything.
Well, one person
Monty
did
did.
something. Yeah.
I just touched a thing.
Oof. Well.
Also, DJ Travi, you want to get some
Oh yeah. Hey guys.
music going?
Remember this?
Oh my god.
Music brought to you by Syrinscape, and Travis remembering to actually open the damn thing.
All right, I'll get this one.
Ah, why is it so quiet?
Wait, if you're not running it, then what am I listening to?
I have
who's
it open.
driving?
I have it open too.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll get this one.
Thanks, man.
All right, yeah. So it's Will-O-Wisp right in front of Monty. Let's see, everybody.
Well,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is putting me in a real fight. This music's putting me in a real fighty mood. And I don't know if I want to fight this little Will-O-Wisp.
I
I
mean,
don't have a choice.
all options are on the table. You do what you want. All right. So, Vaca standing in the doorway behind. You watched as Monty kind of climbed over that little half wall into the room and goes over to loot that corpse, rummaging through
I
its
need light
pockets.
again. The dynamic light is not on for me. There we go. Beautiful.
You just gotta move your token. Yeah, so you see, and as he's kind of bent, as Monty's kind of bent over going through the pockets, this person, you see this little ball of energy kind of float up out of the remains in front of Monty, and what do you do? It's your turn.
I forgot to put myself in.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm right
fine.
below the dancing light.
Oh,
No,
and we've
sorry.
seen one of these before in that other
The
cave
Will-O-Wisp.
because it zapped.
Yeah, you saw
Calder.
one before with the witch or the hag in the cave.
That's right.
But this one, that one didn't rise up out of a body. It was just there. This
Oh,
one, you
sounds so
you
horrifying.
kind of saw the remains kind of glow a little bit, and that light kind of coalesced into this ball that's now floating in front of Monty.
I would like to hold an action, probably with my crossbow.
What action are you holding?
I want to see if it hurts anybody, and then I want to shoot it.
Okay. Calder. Where
Calder
are
is
you?
I'm right behind Monty.
Oh, so you and Sheltari are sharing the same space.
Ah.
Ah.
Ship
Ah.
it.
Someone can be on my space because I'm small.
Schmo.
Just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, Calder is gonna hold his. He's gonna hold the arrow at ready. So if the Will-O-Wisp attacks Calder, he'll respond with firing an arrow back.
All right. If it attacks you specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The thing is going to kind of blink out, and you can no longer see it.
Yeah.
Me?
Yep, floof.
Cool. I'm still holding quartz, and I think really hard to my little friends, and I say, "Are you still there? Or did you leave?"
You get the sensation in your chest that, yeah, you're your friend is still here.
And then, since I don't know where it went, I just go, hello, I am Floof. He's okay. Thank you, please. That's it.
Dazan kind of steps up behind you, Shaltari, and just kind of looks around. And he's like, what seems to be the holdup?
Not sure yet.
Monty.
Monty, who's still crouched over the body, hearing people moving behind him. He didn't even see this thing appear because his shit is trash. He looks up and he's like, Floof, this a friend of yours?
My friend here.
He's gonna back away slowly with the disengage action.
All right. Shaltari.
Oh God, it's so scary. Whoever you are, please forgive our companion here. He can't help himself sometimes. We mean you no harm. But just in case, I will prepare fairy fire. In case it attacks.
Okay. Vaka. So Shaltari begins to cast Fairy Fire and then holds it. Vaka, you saw this thing kind of just disappear in front of Monty, and you haven't seen it return.
And he left. Can I get past him here?
Yeah, you
His
can
door.
walk through the door, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk through the door and kind of look over at Monty. Yeah, and Baka is just going to look over and kind of standing here by the door and be like, "Oh no, you're not running away this time."
Mm-hmm.
It blinks back into existence. She'll just point at you. But yeah, I'll continue to hold the action just in case shit goes down.
Okay. All right. Calder. Vaka kind of slips past you and climbs into the room. You still haven't seen the thing return.
Yeah. Seeing it disappear though, Calder's gonna put that arrow back in his quiver, put his bow around his torso, and pull out the dagger of Levistus, and just kind of be at the ready. He's got his crows calling from the shadows. Ready for shit. That's it.
Right. Floof, so you're holding this quartz in your hand, you see the thing begins to glow. And it kind of pulls itself out of your hand. It starts to float over behind you, where you see the thing begins to coalesce with light in the shape of a person.
Okay, for one thing, it is technically like with like a little thong attached to the rock paper scissors club. Is it like a little tether now that's floating? It's like a dangly, basically.
It was attached to the club. It was
Did it
attached to
break
the
it?
club, is what you're
It's gonna
saying.
break it out. It's gonna break off.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Got
kind
it.
of what you see happens is like the quartz begins to glow, and then like it becomes light, and like kind of moves over into the corner behind you, where it coalesces into the shape of a person.
Okay.
Ooh.
It booted up. It booted up.
It came online.
It's running Windows ME. Let's see. Let's get this guy into.
Loading Minesweeper.
More like Windows XP, am I right?
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
How
Yeah, so
fucking
you-
dare you boo that good pun. Of all the garbage we deal with,
Why are you booing
in
him?
the-
He's right.
So, this this person that kind of this glowing light person that kind of shows up behind you. It looks like this kind of spirit looking thing. You can kind of see through it. It resembles not the body that you saw on the floor that Monty disturbed, but it looks like another Netherese person. They look similar, however they are different people, but they look like they're from the same culture. As it appears, though, it is going to attack.
No.
So, let's see. So each non-undead creature within 60 feet of the ghost that can see it must succeed a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw, or be frightened for 1 minute.
Oh boy.
So-
I have
No.
these.
So so everyone in the hallway can see it. Vodka and Monty cannot see it.
Fuck.
Avoiding the fight on accident.
Oh my god. Of course, because Vodka's the one like, nah, you ain't running away. And it's actually shielding your ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I bet.
Okay. Wisdom. I can do this. I can do this.
That saves.
Can I do
So the only
this?
that saves. 13 is the save. So the only one who fails is Calder, and you failed by more than 5. Calder, I need you to roll 1d4.
Oh, shit.
No.
Does this thing like scream or something, Tanner?
It's a horrifying visage.
More!
Calder, how old are you?
Oh, I hate this effect.
What now?
How old is your character?
Calder, I believe, is like 23? 22, 23?
22, 23.
Not the goats again.
Floof,
No.
The goats.
Floof
It's
and
the only thing under horrifying visage in Syrinscape.
Floof and Shaltari. I guess Avaka and Monty, you can see Calder through the door as well, as you see his hair turns silver white. You can see the wrinkles in his face deepen. As Calder, you age 40 years.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
So you're in your 60s?
Oh my god!
Wait, but he's a half. Oh, he's a half elf.
He's a half elf.
Forever?
He's a half
Like, is
elf.
this
He only lives then about 200, right?
Yeah, I mean he's
Not
not
that much
he's not
longer.
close to death. He's still in his half elfish prime,
I'm
Wait, so-
okay.
but you
It's
just
just it's
Hold on.
stress.
Happy.
Is it just Calder with a touch of gray?
I was gonna say, does that make Calder like more salt and pepper hair with some just creases now?
Stop trying to be Aragorn.
I
up
hope
here.
so.
no
is this
your
forever?
your hair just goes like gray. It's
I'm down with that. Let me be a silver
your
fox.
your hair is gray, beard's gray. You
But
yeah you
I
age
am a silver fox.
you age 40 years.
Fox
Forever.
You are frightened. You can repeat this saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the frightened condition.
Oh, no.
And at that point, how does this all shake out? Do we get to choose whose actions go off, or does it go in initiative order?
You can, since you're all holding actions, yeah, you guys can choose when they go.
Oh, I guess Vodka can't see it anyway.
Vodka cannot see it,
But
but
I mean,
Calder was holding it. Calder was, and you were holding Fairy Fire.
yeah. So, I mean, kind of a sad look on his face. He just points and shouts, and casts that. I guess. I mark that out. There we go.
Is what kind of save is it?
So it makes a dex save. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it is.
Alright.
Dex save.
So they get a natural 1,
Wow, lucky.
so they become illuminated in light.
Within range.
So
Okay.
light within a light within a light.
Yeah, they become
Have we-
more glowy.
Have we established, can you target a point that is not, like, traversable?
Yeah, you can target it, as long as it doesn't say a point you can see.
Right. So I can, like, technically put a point inside of a wall or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just move your cursor off the map and like click out there.
You can? Okay. Well, then I'll do that.
Yeah, so it just gets her.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's illuminated in that kind of bluish starlight. Calder, do you want to use your held action now?
Well, whatever that action was, it's gone now because he's fucking screaming.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Scaredy. All right, so Vodka, it's your turn. No, wait, no, it's not. It's Floof's turn. Floof,
Floof?
What?
it's your turn.
I thought that was Vodka's turn.
No, it's your turn.
Well, I had to turn off my my Echo Dot because it was trying to talk to me. So. Okie dokie. I'm looking at this creature, and I'm not very scared. This is normal. So I go. I think I ask internally, what does they want? Wondering if my friend knows. And then I just managed to sort of glance over my shoulder and see Calder's hair completely changed and everything. And I just go, oh. Okay. I hold up my club, but I don't attack because I want to know what it is that they want. But I'm gonna kind of move to be in front of.
Yeah, the voice inside of you kind of says, or you get the impression that says they want to come back.
How? How do it? How do they do that?
They take your body.
Oh. Did they die? My friends, not when they share, do they die?
Yeah. They're dead.
Okay, I'm going to fight you. I tell this to the ghost.
Okay.
I am going to fight you. Can I still attack, or was that
Yeah, you can attack.
conversation?
No, you can attack.
Okay, I will hit. Rock, paper, scissors. Club.
That is a 17 to hit. 17 will hit.
4 magical bludgeoning damage. Then my second attack. Same weapon.
19 will also hit. For 5 more.
And then my offhand, I will quickly grab my pick, my war pick. Attack that offhandedly.
That will also hit. That's not magical though. So it only does 1 damage. So as you, yeah, the rock paper scissors club. Each hit you could feel it kind of tear through its ethereal form. However, when you come around with your non-magical hand pick, it just kind of slips through the form without really getting much.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to wait. That was my bonus action, then I can't use action surge. Never mind. That's it. But I do
You
kind
can
of
use
stand.
action surge.
Well,
It doesn't require a
offhand
bonus action.
You used action
This
surge
was a
against
bonus
the
I
last
see.
combat.
You're right. Also,
So you don't have
I don't
action
have
surge.
one. It literally says 0 on my sheet yet. Anyway, that's it. I stand sort of in front of / in between Shaltari's legs to be protective.
All right. So from behind you, Shaltari, Dazant sees the ghost appear, and he just says, "Oh dear," and he just fires 3 magic missiles over your head.
Holy shit.
Okay.
So, wait, hold on. That doesn't seem right. 1d4 plus 1.
Damn.
So 3, 6, 9 damage. Yeah, so you see these 3 kind of darts of light, just kind of like one past your left ear, one past your right ear, and then one like right over your head, as each one slams into these ghosts. Monty, you haven't seen the ghost yet, but you saw Calder age 40 years in the span of 6 seconds in front of your face.
Monty's gonna step out here, get into the back rank. Just as he sees those missiles like veer around the corner to hit this thing, he's like, "Hey, leave this to the real wizards." And so first, can I get an int save for Mind Sliver?
Yeah. It gets a 15.
15 is the DC, so it will take 4 psychic.
Okay.
And I'm dropping 4 sorcery points
Jesus.
to give it disadvantage and to quicken. And frick it, let's actually let's see if that does anything at a higher level. Just targets extra people at a higher spell level. So, just at 2nd level, Mind Whip. Int save with disadvantage.
Alright. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Int save with disadvantage is going to be a 3.
Alrighty then. Can't take a reaction until the end of the turn. On its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It gets only one of these 3.
Okay.
So for the record, visibly, he literally just like flung out his hands, and he didn't see anything. But it's hurting now.
It should take 8. Alright.
There's
so
no.
12 total psychic.
There's got to be like some sort of visible effect when you cast a spell, right?
Only from Monty's point of view. The intro to Chris Angel's Mind Freak starts playing.
Shaltari.
And also that's what they hear, and that's why they're taking damage.
Okay. Seeing now what is actually confronting them, because he kind of just knee-jerked fairy fire. He turns and sees this thing and travels back in time and is borderline frozen in fear.
Got you roll with advantage.
And he begins to turn and run.
As you turn, you see Calder now in his 60s.
And that is enough of the reminder of his mistake last time. So he disappears with a poof of stardust. I use my one Misty Step to go far away. And oh no. Oh no. Ugh. Okay. And oh my god!
Sorry,
Oh no! Oh no!
Note to self: don't play. Don't play the Misty Step sound. It's bad.
That was the Misty Step sound? I
It was
thought someone
Dimension
ripped
Door,
a chain
but-
link
Interesting.
fence in half.
I liked it.
He readjusts some of the lenses and holds up to the light in his earrings and casts fire. Just casts fire.
Okay.
Specifically bonfire.
All right. So as you see fire begin to form underneath the ghost.
In his fear, he forgets to warn Floof.
It does fail. However, you see it is resistant to fire. As the fire has nothing to catch and burn. Floof,
Well, shoot.
you see flames shoot up magically before you. And you feel the thing in your heart pulls back, frightened. Can I get a wisdom save from you?
For fear?
For fear effect. Yep.
Technically?
It will technically be a fear effect.
Oh,
Alright,
brave
so-
Floof.
You're able to, I guess, how do you quell the fear that's rising up in you right now? What do you say to your little friend?
In this moment, I'm basically seeing this ethereal presence surrounded by flames, and it instantly brings me back to the woods, where all those little lights that used to live near us, and all the smoke gets sort of fogged in my brain. And as the creature was like pulling away internally, Floof takes like a half step back, and then kind of brushes against Calder's right behind them. And I glance up, and I see that familiar cloak, and I look around really quickly, and I remember where I am. I realize where I am and what I'm looking at. This ghost wants to kill my friends. And so instead, this time I say to the friend, I won't touch the flame this time. I got you.
All right. Vodka.
Holy moly, there's lots of stuff going on out here.
There is.
There's all sorts of stuff.
And just a reminder, you can share a space with Floof. So, like, if you push past Calder and into Floof's space, you don't have to move.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so Vaka steps out in this hallway, sees Monty and Sheltari one way, sees fire, Floof, and this Will-o'-the-Wisp thing, and is like mad. So Vaka, so now there's fire to here. Vaka is going to pull down the Mask of Tempered Rage. The and kind of like feel that heat go around her face, and Vaka is going to charge this thing.
Okay.
Antlers first.
All right.
And
Are
that
you raging?
Well, does it only work when I'm raging?
The horns only appear if you're raging.
Okay. Well, hope. Huh.
Is raging bad?
Are you out of rages?
No, I'm not out of rages, but I'm also just, I don't know. I don't want to waste it.
You should waste them. The full moon's coming.
Like, I feel useless against things that need magic. Oh yeah, if it's already looks messed up.
Yeah, it's you can see like its form is beginning to kind of break apart.
Can I pull where's Calder at? I see Calder.
Calder, you're currently sharing a space with Calder. Like you've kind of shoved him into the wall. As you barreled out into the hallway, you kind of like shouldered him into the wall.
So could
an old man.
could I grab Calder and Floof and pull them into this room as my action?
Oh, my back.
You can grab them and pull them if they're willing to be grabbed and pulled.
I just want to point out that Calder is technically middle-aged right now, so...
The only
apologize to all 60-year-olds and Calder.
So the thing is, so that door, since the whole room is like upside down, it's actually a 4-foot wall that you have to climb over to get in and out of that room.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So like, I'll say that you can grab and pull one of them, and like yank them over that wall, but doing both, I think, is going to be too difficult.
Yeah, okay, so remix. Seeing the fire and seeing the spooky Will of the Wisp, Baka is going to reach over here and pull Floof into this room away from the fire, if Floof will let themselves be pulled.
I think Luke will try to stand their ground.
So you're going to resist being yanked?
Yes.
Alright, so then I'm going to need a contested grapple check. Vaka, you can use athletics, and then Floof, it's acrobatics or athletics. So Fluke gets an 18 on their acrobatics. What's your athletics check, Vaka? So as you reach down to try to scoop Floof, they, like, if you've ever tried to grab a cat and it just continues to sink to the ground like a puddle of liquid, that's what Floof does.
Okay, well, that's my turn.
Alright. Calder.
So seeing, like, his skin is getting more creases in it, and he is terrified of this thing, he just starts yelling, like, "You're not gonna take me, you're not gonna take my soul, you're not gonna take my mind!" He's gonna run. Where's the safest route? Where did we come from?
That door.
Suddenly his back is just permanently
this door?
achy.
Yeah, there's a hole in the ceiling above you in this room.
Yeah, and
With
he's
the rope.
dashing. He's gonna dash and climb the rope.
Alright, so you climb the rope up into the room above. I'll just leave you on that side for now. At the end of your turn, you can go ahead and remake that wisdom save. DC 13.
Oof.
Still frightened.
Oh,
Yep.
buddy.
30 more years.
Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Let's see.
He just dies of old age by the end of the campaign.
So, this spirit in front of you, Floof, you see kind of looks down at you and like raises its hand up. And can you make a charisma save?
Oh. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
DC
Oh.
13.
Oh yeah!
So you see as this thing, it raises its hand up and its hand begins to glow and its eyes begin to glow, and you see kind of its essence begins to like pour into Floof. And as you see Floof kind of taking on this spirit, you see Floof's eyes begin to glow this like white light, and the ghost is just repelled by some force within Floof. And it shrieks out. And then
No room.
you see another figure begins to manifest between Monty and Shaltari. This one looks like the figure that was on the ground that Monty disturbed. It looks like an old man wearing these long, ornate cloak. Actually, no. The body was in a nightgown, so it's an old man in a nightgown.
But does he have one
With
of
a
those hats
nightcap?
with the little ball?
He
on
does.
it?
He has a nightcap
Good to know. This is very important tactical information.
with a little bell on the end. As it manifests between Monty and Sholtari.
Oh no.
Let's see. He's gonna attack Monty because Monty's the one who disturbed him. A 9 will miss. So as it appears behind Monty, you see it like lashes out, but Monty's able to dodge out of the way. Floof, it is your turn.
Can it make a dex save, the first one? Unless it's not affected at all by the fire.
Oh, it takes half damage, so.
Also, still fairy fire, yes?
Yep, on the first one.
It fails with a 10,
Yeah.
so.
So I should have had advantage on
Woohoo!
the 3 that I made last turn.
Oh.
Alas.
That's
That's fine. I
7?
wouldn't credit it.
7.
7. Yeah, I remember that too, but we had gotten so far away from your turn that I didn't want to
Yeah, I remembered it very
go
late.
back.
It's
But
fine.
it is your
Fine.
turn. You can see as the fire continues to like surround it, and as you repelled it, its form is now very broken.
Okay.
It just like looks like it's barely hanging on.
In response to Calder screaming and running away, Floof says, "It's okay, Calder. I will keep you safe, and I'm going to hit it with advantage this time with my magical club. I bonk.
Club Floof.
A 13 will hit.
Nice.
Where the hits just keep coming.
Yeah. So
Magical.
yeah, go ahead and describe how you end this ghost.
Oh, with the
I say
bomb.
that I still kind of just barely recovering my footing from the trauma flashback and then trying to be grabbed, but just wasn't really ready for any of that. So I'm just getting my footing back, and Calder runs screaming away. I say, "I'll keep you safe." But I do remember my promise, so I don't want to get too close. So what I do is I jump up a little bit, just like jump off the ground a bit, and to bring the club down, just straight through it, like I'm slam dunking a basketball.
As you hit this thing, you can see whatever energy was there that was allowing it to come into the material plane kind of erupts and dissipates as this kind of flash of light, and you see that quartz once again just clinks to the ground in the flame.
Okay. I'm not going to grab that though, so I turn around, and then I see the other one. So I'm going to 10 and then I'm going to hit this one with my second attack.
Okay.
Nope, that wasn't supposed to be an advantage, was it?
No,
doesn't
but
matter, so-
17 will hit. For
5
5
magic bludgeoning.
5 magical bonking.
Yeah, 5 magic bonks, and then precision, evasion. Yeah, keeping in mind my promise that I made to the wisp inside my chest, I will actually want to because I know that the offhand attack isn't very effective. Okay, well I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit with the pick
Okay.
handedly and do minimal damage.
We'll hit for 1.
Bonk bonk stab.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, y'all.
You see Zahn, he kind of climbs out through that door. Seeing a second ghost, he just kind of sighs to himself and fires another barrage of magic missiles and just says, I can't be doing this all day. For
What a
6,
dick.
Monty.
Monty's like, didn't ask for your help. I told you I got this. Real wizard business here. And we're just gonna do the good old mind sliver again.
Classic. Classic Snake
He
Eyes.
gets a 14.
14 will fail, so it'll have disadvantage on this quickened mind whip.
You did get snake eyes.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's rough.
Gets 7.
Alrighty. Wow, a whopping. Oh, 1, 2, 3 on 3d6.
Yeah,
you guys. Oh.
You love to see it.
But it can now not take reactions, and yeah, only gets one kind of action a turn. So
Okay.
he steps back and he literally just like puts out a hand. This ain't your business.
Mind your business.
He says, kind of shrugs his shoulders then.
And then he looks over at Vaca and looks towards the way that Calder went, and he's like, just gives a sarcastic eye roll.
Shaltari.
Oh god. Oh. What just happened?
That was belated.
Ooh,
Oh, it's the save.
Oh, is that the saving throws? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the saving
Funny,
throws.
what is happening?
Oh, I have a macro where it rolls all possible saving throws with advantage.
Yeah.
So I just
But it just
so
like
it throws.
it just now showed up.
Yeah.
In a sheer state of panic. He's just clutching his tool like close to his chest and just please no, not again, please. And let's try. Let's say the light is begins to glow a little brighter, and let's try this.
Sorry. Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
It gets a 6.
Okay. Well, I guess it takes 8 damage then. Please. We don't want to hurt you. Please just don't hurt them.
Baka. You saw Calder go screaming into the other room, and you saw a few magic missiles fly across the hallway at another target. What do you do?
Is there only one person in this space now?
Yeah, you can see Monty standing in front of the door.
So now there's 2 wisps.
I mean, you can't see. If you look out into the hallway, one of them's gone and another one has appeared. And the one that appeared looks like the body that's on the ground in front of you in that room.
Okay, I guess I'll step out into here.
Shoving Monty into the wall.
Excuse you.
Yeah, no, you know what? Fuck, is just gonna stay put.
So you climb out, shove Monty into the wall, see the spirit, then climb back into the doorway.
Nope, there's a lot of magic people out there. I think they've got.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
All right, Calder, you are still frightened. However, the source of your fear is not within eyesight, so you don't have to run away or anything like that.
So what level is he at? Is he on the same level where the
Yeah,
undead,
you're still.
bodyguard was?
Yeah, you climbed up that rope, so.
Yeah, he's just gonna kind of find a corner and he's gonna like basically fall into it, like just sitting and
Yeah, as you like kind of
try to
sit
kill
down.
himself.
As you sit down, a couple of like your braids of hair kind of fall into your face, and you can see the silver white hair.
Yeah.
And look at your hands are a little bit more weathered.
Yep. He's just gonna end his turn.
Could I get a wisdom save to see if you can end your frightened effect?
I don't know. Can you?
May you.
Still
garbage.
frightened. Still frightened. Calder, or sorry, Sheltari. The ghost standing or between you and Floof, that you just hit with Sacred Flame, turns to you, and you stare into the eyes of this ghost, this old man, and the eyes begin to glow. Could I get a charisma save?
Oh. You got this.
Sheltari, go to the light, Sheltari.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
So you can feel it's this ghost is like trying to possess you, and you're able to fight it off. Floof.
Oh. Yes. Okay. I hit. 1. Oh, you know what?
That will
I'm gonna
miss.
I'm gonna use a
Superpity dice.
So I would need to roll a
Super dice.
Super
at
roll
least
dice.
4. Wait, it's half the number to the. Oh, that's survival. Add it to the attack roll. So precision, superiority.
You got a 50 shot, right?
Well, no, it's.
Is it a D8?
Don't tell them the odds.
Yeah, it's 1d8.
Oh, hell yeah.
So a 19 will hit,
And I boop.
and you boop. Or 5 boops.
5 magic boops.
Strong bonk.
Second attack.
A level 5 bonk.
Strong bonk.
Strong bomb.
Oh, strong
Oh, on the board!
The strongest of bonks.
I get the bonkiest.
Strong bonk.
I've still got that kind of adrenaline
Yeah.
from the fear response earlier, just coursing through me. My arms are just like extra muscled looking right now as I tense everything I got.
Luffy yoked.
Smack it.
All right. So for
And-
7
Yes.
magic, bonking.
Follow it up with my dinky offhands.
A 15 will hit. For 4.
4. Better than 1.
All right. This thing is barely staying together. It is Dazan's turn. You see, after Monty kind of told him to butt out, he just kind of shrugs and just crosses his arms and waits for you guys to finish.
Butts out.
Yeah, that's right. I'd have counterspelled it anyway.
Jesus.
Seems like a waste of magic, but who am I to question the wisdom of such a powerful wizard? Monty, it's your turn.
All right. First things first. Let's get that mind sliver.
Nice.
The mightiest wizard.
Is it half if he saves?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Alright, it might be nothing if he saves, actually. Let me see here.
That is 18.
Yeah, it's nothing.
The strongest.
Alright, well then,
See Monty just going.
just gonna be a straight save against this. Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level. Wisdom save this time.
Is a 10.
With save.
Nice.
19 psychic.
All right.
Interesting. Oh Jesus! Holy shit! That's a lot.
Yeah. So you see, as this ghost was like still kind of focused on Shaltari, attempting to possess him. You see, all of a sudden, it gets like stricken with like pain, and it throws its hands over its ears, and just, you hear it like just cry out, in agony as it vanishes. And
I just fall down against the wall in a cold sweat.
What the fuck?
the hell was that?
That was me.
That was Ghost Scream. Brought to you by
Yes.
Syrinscape.
That sounded like someone kicked a goat.
I was gonna say, yeah, it sounds like a
That
strangled
was
goat.
earlier.
Yeah, I've
That
got a
one
much
was-
better scream. Hold on.
A muffled bleat, if you will.
If you Wilhelm scream,
Scream warning.
Travis.
Oh.
Yeah, Wilhelm scream.
If you Wilhelm scream, that's a
I-
promotion. Okay, well, on that note,
Syrinscape, you
No.
win some and you lose some, Syrinscape.
we still love you, Syrinscape.
Because epic adventures deserve epic sounds.
Look at
Anyway,
that. Look at that. Yeah!
Like, in my mind,
I mean,
the yell of the scream of the ghost was a lot more like horrifying and,
we don't.
you know, eliciting like
Yeah,
no,
just like that.
Yeah, that was pretty horrifying.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
God,
Okay.
immersion shattered.
Yes. Okay. Floof says, Kador.
Monty's gonna turn over to the doorway next to him and just put his hand around and peek over at Vodka and be like, "Hey, combat's over. You're welcome. I took this one in."
Asshole.
Yeah, what
Uh,
a thing.
No, Vaka's going to reach through the door and grab him by the neck.
Jeez.
Oh.
She's not playing.
I'm going. Yeah. So, contested grapple, unless Monty
Monty
just
will let it
chooses to
happen.
fail. Oh, okay, Monty.
Yeah.
So like seeing the fire and seeing the things that are grabs Monty by the neck and pulls him off the ground close to where her face is, and what comes out of her mouth is not the usual berating or angry "you little asshole" grumble that she would normally give. Instead, it is a deep growl close to that of a bear
Oh.
that feels like it's coming from the inside of, like, deep behind her ribs. And she will say, "It's about time you made yourself useful." Shove him back against the wall.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah,
That
Mama
was
Bear,
so- oh
Mama
my
Bear,
God.
Mama Bear.
Monty on the ground is gonna look up at is it Dazan? Is that the
Dazan.
wizard?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's like, "Normally I gotta pay for that kind of treatment."
Hail on.
He kind of looks down at you and says, "A good wizard would never have to pay." And then he just kind of steps over you as you're laying on the ground.
I liked him so much better before we did that ritual thing.
I like him so much better now.
Boy.
Yeah, and he'll go and climb the rope up to where Calder is. Calder, can I get another wisdom save?
Yeah, let's see if it's trash.
Wait, does he still have to make those?
Oh,
There you
you're
go.
not trash.
You are able to shake the fear. Probably more in shock, kind of seeing your hands and your gray hair. You haven't looked at yourself in a mirror yet.
No, he's definitely sitting there. His mask is off in one hand, and the other hand is kind of feeling the contours of his face, of like where all the new, like, you know, the wrinkles are, and just like how physically he kind of feels now. And he's just trying to like get a mental footing of what actually happened to him.
I slowly approach him as I'm putting my weapons back away. Caldor,
Yeah.
is very safe now. You are very safe now.
Yeah,
Why do you look of snow?
I don't know. Had it been from that ghost.
Oh. Okay. It is good for the snow. You can hide good from the big scary things. They cannot find you in the snow.
I'll try to remember that, Floof.
Okay.
Yeah, then he's just gonna go quiet.
I think Luke just is gonna watch, kind of just quietly watch you, trying to assess your mood and everything.
Are you
Um,
okay?
Are you saying
So-
this the caller?
Yeah.
Oh, did you climb back up?
Hmm.
I don't have any wounds, but how bad is it?
No, it's good.
Your lower back might hurt in the morning, but otherwise you look okay.
Bonnie, I've got all the feelings physically of 20 or 30 so years tacked on, but none of the experience.
This is this is normally where Shaltari would offer something soothing and personable, but he is in a cold sweat, and he just where do we
Let's give him a AARP card.
Dick.
Breakfast at tavern now,
He
$5 cheaper. So
kind of just looks over at Dazan and says, where do we go from here?
Hello, welcome back from break. Real quick shout out, we got another piece of fan art submitted from Hawthorne Paws, and I just wanted to show it to everybody real quick because it's super cool, and it's
Poopy.
it is scary, but yeah, that's pretty dope.
What is
I haven't seen this yet.
As you can see, it's Floof wandering the halls of the upside down spire. Very cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it is
I
cool.
love it.
Super
It's
spoopy.
awesome.
Don't see it, Tanner.
Gotta go to the stream to see it.
You can see it on the map. It's on the map. Oh, you guys can't see it because.
Yeah. Vision.
But if you
I
look
see
at
what
the
you're
stream,
saying.
it's up. I'm showing it to everybody else. You guys can see it in our Discord.
That's true. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty good. Awesome. So let's see. Jump back in to the game. We left for break right as you guys were kind of all getting back up the rope and talking to Calder, who is now in his 60s. So yeah, we can go ahead and just pick right back up there.
Yes. Floof just observing for a while. Feel it out. I caught a vibe that this is not a good thing for Kador.
And Dazan just kind of looks at you, Calder, and he's like, I don't suppose any of you have access to a greater restoration spell?
Not that we know of.
And don't know any powerful clerics or anything within a day's travel, I assume.
That hurts. Not anymore.
Well, I hope you do enjoy your middle ages there.
No. Now hold on. We helped you. But it's only good manners to return a favor. Surely someone in the Arcane Brotherhood may be able to help.
Kind of gestures over at Monty, says, I don't know why you're asking me. He's the most powerful wizard in the room.
Oh, not my... Hold on, real quick. I'm actually gonna make an Arcana check to see how well he can bullshit this. Not my domain of specialty. That's an opposition
So, seeing as
college for me.
Greater Restoration is a 5th level spell, so I would say the DC to understand that spell would be 15.
His significant skill aside, he does not have the resources that you do.
I'm not sure
So where
what
do you go?
resources you would be referring to.
Now, an entire brotherhood, I would say. So,
None within a day's travel.
well, we have plenty of time. What's next for
Your
Dazan?
friend doesn't have plenty of time. If his
What do you mean?
advanced age isn't reversed within the next 24 hours, I'm afraid that
I'm afraid
would be
it's
his,
permanent. Yeah.
as my distinguished colleague said.
Alder pulls the mask back down over his face. He just looks over at Shatari and he's like, it's fine. I'm okay with this. We have other pressing things that are coming sooner than 24 hours.
Kador, does not you like this good hair? The floof on you?
I appreciate your outlook, Floof.
I pull the top knot that my hair is still in. Just kind of give it a tug. And they go, we match.
How we do?
It's a
What's
good
that?
look for you, Calder.
Okay.
You want to see what it looks like?
I guess I'll see it in due time. We have...
Oh, don't worry, right here. Imanchi just taps his face, and it changes to look exactly like yours and your hair and
You're a
everything.
dick. Such a dick.
Oh,
Seeing that visage, like the visage of middle-aged Calder, you just see his eyes widen behind the mask for a second, and then he just kind of
You
I don't know,
kind of look like
focuses.
your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, My father went gray at an early age. Seems it's what's in the cards for me.
Looks like it. Monty's gonna bop it back to his face because his hair still stays white for a minute. Just like, I just want. Was that a good look for me? Floof, was that good?
It is Kador. Oh, I see. You did it too. Okay.
Into
Maybe need take off this hat.
to Dazan.
Zazan's like, I'll hold the hat for you.
Yes, okay.
In all your masterful studies, all the reading that I'm sure you have done, it seems rooms are not one of them. He's still sleepy and exhausted, but
Read the fucking room.
closest thing to daggers that you've seen.
He just like looks at you and says, even if I had my spell book and all the materials needed, I'm afraid such spells are outside of my expertise. I would help you if I could, however, I cannot. Perhaps once I get back to Bryn Shander and am able to make a new spell book, I can look into a way to reverse your friend's age.
I already told you all it's fine. Besides, you don't live to an old age in the Dale. Not in this life. Not with what we do. Now come on. I want to get out of here. And with that, Calder turns on heel and he starts making his way out of this place.
Okay.
I'll start to follow. Dazan, I apologize. I was referring to your scholarly colleague, not you.
Well, apology accepted. Now, I believe your friend has the right idea. I am quite tired of this place. Kind of gives me the creeps.
Bonfire's gone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bonfire's gone.
I pick up the piece of quartz carefully to see if it's hot or anything.
Surprisingly cold.
Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm gonna spend a minute to just reattach it to my club.
Okay. Let's see. Calder, as you make your way back out of the spire, climbing up through the snow, you see a hole in the snow, kind of a little ways off from the entrance, and you see kind of a firelight kind of glowing out of it.
Big hole.
You see your sled dogs are there, kind of harnessed up along with Vaka's Axebeak, but Omaye is not present.
I'd like to look for prints of where she could have gone.
Go ahead and roll survival.
Vaka would have followed close behind him too.
15.
It's pretty easy to see that Omiya didn't leave. Most of the prints are around this hole that's got the firelight coming out of it.
Oh,
And as you kind of approach it, you hear some grunting sounds, and a big shovel full of snow kind of slaps you in the face from out of the hole.
It's a good thing he's got the mask on.
As Omaye kind of pokes their head up out from this like kind of igloo that they've built, half buried in the snow. And she pulls her goggles off her face and says, just in time.
Then I just dart through everybody, past everybody else, and go like inside the den and just start digging out snow like a dog.
Yeah, you see, while you guys have been gone, Omie has kind of built this shelter in the snow, very roomy, and there's a fire burning in the center of it. The smoke kind of funneling up through a kind of hole at the top and made it kind of an igloo buried in the snow here.
From inside. This is very good hole.
Well, we needed a place to rest for Vaka. The full moon approaches. The first one is always the hardest.
Is every moon going to be a struggle for her?
Until Vaka can learn to tame the bear, yes.
What is the sky looking like right now?
The sky is clear. You can see the Rime above you, kind of weaving like that Northern Lights pattern. But the stars are out.
And the moon?
The moon has not risen yet.
Okay.
Vaka is standing with Fias, the axe beak, just kind of petting it a little, and still feeling that this weird, angry grumbling in her stomach. And we'll make her way over to the den that has been.
Yeah.
Calder will also ask Omie, when she changes, do you think it'd be wise if I took the animals away?
I don't think you'll have to fear that much. I'll be here. We'll all be here. This first change, most of Vaka's struggle will be internal. Whatever the spirits of the Dale decide to reveal to Vaka may be more than she's ready to see.
Is that the sound of me digging? Because
Sounds
Those are the
God's
dogs,
panting.
as you mentioned.
It also flew panting.
what is that? Snow just keeps like a snowblower, just going outside.
Well, we'll do whatever we can to help.
You see Dazan kind of standing there kicking at some snow. He's like, well, I guess if we're going to stay here for the day. He kind of slides down into the igloo.
Calder's going to pull a glove off. He's going to approach the dogs. Just wants to make sure that they can still recognize him. Through scent, at least.
Yeah, they come up and they kind of smell your hand. It's still you. They still recognize you as you. They're still affectionate towards you.
No, you smell like old man now.
Yeah.
They hate you.
It's like, ugh, old.
Oh, it smells like coffee and Lucky Stripes.
Oh no.
And we're the
Calder became a boomer.
Yeah.
The worst punishment, truly.
The dogs treating him no differently than when they first went on the spire kind of alleviates Calder a little bit. He's just giving them good pets and whatnot.
Because they're good doggos.
They are good doggos.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, Omie kind of goes to Vaka and kind of offers to guide you down into the igloo, into the den. And,
Yeah, I'll finish petting up the animals. And we'll kind of follow down, squinting.
Vaka. This is a very good hole.
She'll offer a kind of weak smile and say, yes, this is a very good hole.
So as you kind of guys go down into, do you all of you guys go down, or some of you kind of hanging out?
Oh yeah, I'm down there. In fact, I've
Well,
made a new, another sort of side hovel, just for like that I can fit in, just like a little bit.
It's like filled it up with all your gear and stuff, and just like made a little
Yeah,
nest
it's
for
like a
yourself.
little. Mhm.
Calder will park himself near that little side hovel.
Yeah, it's very comfortable in here. You guys are able to stand upright. Like, Omie pretty much spent the entire time you guys were down there digging this out, and they're very good at what they do. They've made kind of
Yes,
places
of
to
course.
sit. There's like some cushions and stuff down. They pretty much undone their pack, their blankets and things like that. It's comfortable. It's warm. And yeah, she kind of gestures for Vodka to kind of sit over in this one spot where they've kind of built up a little bed, and yeah, she just says it's only a few hours before the moon rises.
Then what?
Vodka must pass through whatever planes exist outside of this one and then return to us
Lame.
when
Uh,
the moon rises.
Moon. Moon. Okay.
Vodka will move over to where the kind of bed is built up and kind of sit. She feels a little hot. Is very aware that everybody is in here. And kind of like lays down with her hands behind her head. She'll just say, I doubt I'll sleep.
That's when Omiye kind of reaches for a glass that they have filled and hands it to you and says, with this you'll sleep.
I'll put my axe down. And I will I will take the drink and down it and hand it back to them.
Yeah. The drink is sweet to the taste. It's kind of a honey mead, but is warm. And as you drink it, it is soothing. The kind of turmoil that you kind of felt in your stomach all day kind of begins to settle, and you can feel like the warmth of it kind of radiating out. And you begin to feel tired. And as you lay down, Omiye just kind of grabs your hand and says, we'll all be here when you wake.
Vodka will kind of like flutter their eyes closed, still with a kind of a scowl on her face. But let sleep come naturally to her and
Okay. As you kind of drift to sleep, Omiye just kind of sits there next to your bedside, monitoring you. The rest of you are free to kind of do as you will.
Floop has a couple of conversations, but I don't know if anyone else wants to do something first. Or if we have that much time.
I mean, it's going to be like the length of a long rest, so.
Yeah, okay.
Suppose we should maybe take watch. I'd be willing to go first. Monty, would you care to join me, please?
Of course I would.
So yeah, I'll just go climb out with all my bundle up, get warm, and just sit outside the igloo. I don't know if anything happens during that time or not.
It's you and Monty.
Yeah.
Monty's gonna quickly just get out his rations. Start eating them on his way out. Stops right before he goes and tosses Calder Worthy's original.
Swear to Christ, if I become the
Oh,
grumpy
no.
stepdad for this fucking table in this campaign,
Yeah, become,
Ever
because you
the-
weren't already before.
you shut up.
Go to your room.
Now the face matches the
Yeah, and there's kind of like
soul.
there's kind of like a blanket hanging over the entrance now to kind of block the light out and to keep some of the heat in. But yeah, as you kind of climb up, you see Sheltari sitting there near the entrance, the sky being clear, and the Rime above you kind of lights up the tundra. And being in this kind of flat part of the dale, you can see for miles. In fact, besides the spire kind of poking out of the snow behind you, looking out towards the west, you can even see in the distance the peak of the cairn between where the 10 towns are. To the south, you can see the spine of the world kind of towering over you, even though it's so many miles away. It's like where you guys are, you're about 15 miles away from the cairn and about 20 miles away from the spine of the world. And to the north, it's just white snow as far as you can see.
Monty's gonna
If you've ever
step
been,
up next to Shaltari, who I assume's looking up at the sky since it's clear.
yeah. I mean, if you've ever been outside after fresh snow and the sky is clear, how like illuminated everything is. That's kind of what it's like.
Do you know what I see?
Just about to ask, what's coming our way tonight?
Oh, that's not entirely clear. I do see Leverander's lantern. Seems particularly bright. They say that those born under it show a great deal of sympathy and empathy towards others, but are stoic when confronting their own issues. And he's holding that, his sextant, his tool, and from both sides, that Northern Lights energy sprouts from both of them, and he levels it at you with a noticeably lacking resolve.
Oh, Monty had a clever retort that just falls dead on his lips as he sees this. What's this about?
What was your job before we started all of this?
My job? On the books or off?
just need an answer.
You know me. I was a miner. And a bit of a smuggler.
Who's waiting for us at the Moose Hole?
Mummy in a bush. Hopefully a couple of beers.
How did we meet?
How did we meet? Ugh.
Do the lights on either end start glowing a little brighter?
Brought some gems into your shop to get a little spare change.
And the lights go out and he drops it. I needed to make sure that it was you. And now I don't know if I'm glad or not.
I see.
He just goes
This
back
facade started long before you. Trust me, I ain't got no ill will towards you, Chaltari.
I'm not concerned with your ill will. But your lack of goodwill. I need to know that if we keep traveling, you won't just let us die. You can lie to most people, Monty. But I need the truth now.
Look, I didn't leave y'all to those things in the hopes you'd die. I know what Floof can do. I know how fucking annoying it is that they can smell. Puts a big damper on my whole be somebody else charade. I'll only let y'all die. Y'all let yourselves die. But I'll try to steer us out of those circumstances.
Well, maybe I misinterpreted the heavens this night. And this is nearing the end of the watch, and he
Yeah.
wants to just place a copper piece and press it into your hand. Close it up.
For what it's worth, Chaltara, I already let you die once.
I just can't afford to lose anymore. So please be careful with what I have left.
Fair enough.
As your watch kind of comes to an end, you can see on the horizon the full moon beginning to rise.
There it is. And he kind of just like puts his hand like on the back of your neck and like, you know, soft squeeze. We should probably go inside.
Yeah. I know what that one means.
As you guys climb back down into the igloo, you can see Vaka is now beginning to breathe kind of rapidly in their sleep. You can see that Omiye is kind of patting away sweat off their brow with a cloth, and yeah, we'll go into what Vaka sees. Vaka, as you were sleeping, you seem to be in clouds. And you feel as if you were flying. And as you are moving forward, the clouds begin to part. And you come out into a clear night sky. You can see the moon. And beneath you is all of the Icewind Dale. You can see all of it. However, you can see to the spine, you can see to the sea of moving ice, you can see the 10 towns kind of dotting the landscape as 10 little strings of light along the road. You can see the lakes that are frozen. You can even kind of see the spire. Everything of the dale looks clear to you, and despite the distance, you can see everything almost perfectly. However, at the edges of the dale, you can see what appears to be these cracks forming. And you can see parts of the dale seem to be kind of tearing off and being pulled away. You can see these giant kind of astral chains sunken into the dale that are pulling on it. And you can feel the dale itself is in pain. As your vision continues to soar, you fly down into the spine, through the halls of a fortress. As you're going through this fortress, you see Durgar pounding out metal with hammer on anvil, just working, smoke filling the chambers, just this rhythmic pounding. As you continue to soar through the fortress, you get down to where it's dark. You can barely see anything. But you can feel something in the shadows here, something large lurking. And you can hear words being spoken rhythmically in Undercommon that you cannot understand. And in the shadows, you see one large blue eye open. Suddenly, you turn and you fly back out of the fortress, back into the night sky. And you can see another larger thing flying ahead of you. And as you get closer, you can see perched atop its back is this creature that kind of looks like an owl with horns, chanting and weaving the rhyme into the sky. in the distance, you see a city rise up from the glaciers and begin flying again. The last thing you see or not the last thing. Oh yeah, the last thing that you see is you kind of turn back to the spine, down to the familiar peaks of where your village is. And it's night, and everyone is sleeping, and you can see smoke kind of tumbling out of the buildings. And you fly into a room where sleeping alone in his bed is your son. And then I need you to make a wisdom save, please.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's a 15. A 15's not bad.
Yeah, so you kind of zoom back, you linger in the room for a while, seeing your son sleeping, and you kind of zoom back out.
Am
Once
I
again.
like conscious, like, or is this just my body floating? Like I can't decide
You can't
where I
really,
go
yeah,
for-
you don't really have much say in what's happening. You're just kind of like following
Okay.
along as this vision kind of happens. But for a moment there, seeing your son, you felt this kind of primal urge, but you're able to quell it. And with that, you kind of zoom back out over the dale, seeing kind of everything once again, seeing the moon, kind of fixated on the moon. The vision fades. And you wake up.
Awesome.
As you wake up, you see Omie kind of staring down at you. You can feel that you are sweaty. And yeah, she just kind of looks down at you and says, "How was your trip?"
Vaca will kind of like wait, kind of panting a little bit, and roll to their side, like, and try to get up, but just kind of stay on their side, kind of like half holding with one hand. And just kind of blink her eyes and look at Oyame and ask if it's real.
What you saw?
Yes, is it real?
Whatever you saw was what the Dale chose to show you.
And Vaca will kind of like slide to her legs off the bed and like plant her feet firmly in the ground, feel how like sweat pooling down her neck and her back, and take like a few heavy deep breaths.
Loof is right there by your feet at this point.
No.
You feel tired. You do feel tired, like you didn't get much out of that sleep. But you can feel the strength in you. Both your strength and constitution scores are now, constitution will be 20 and your strength is 18.
Oh, my strength's already 18.
All right, well then your constitution is 20.
Aw.
But yeah, you can feel like the strength in you. And Omaye just kind of puts one of their big paws on your shoulder and says, "Take it easy."
And like Vaca will kind of breathe and like feel her lungs fill up and let her lungs feel like they and like stretch. her muscles behind her, like back, and kind of like look. Is everybody in the igloo right now, or?
Yeah, everyone's in the igloo. I assume everybody's sleeping.
Okay, cool.
Well, not me. I wake up when the feet come near and start looking up at her.
I guess. Yeah, maybe Montana. I would have asked Omie to take watch next.
Yeah, Omiye would basically say, I'm gonna be up all night, so
Okay.
get your rest.
Um. So yeah, so while everybody's kind of sleeping, Vodka will kind of like pant a lot, like will touch between Floof's ears if they've woken up to make sure that she's okay.
Hello.
And she'll just kind of like look down at Floof and look back at Oyame and just say quietly that they're here, they're everywhere, and that they're splitting the Dale apart. And from this vision or this sequence, would Vako be able to surmise that the spine is where they need to go next?
Well, the fortress that you saw, you can assume that that's the Durgar fortress that you guys know about, Sunblight.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, I think,
Okay,
it's not
but
so
that's
much
in the spine, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that's where you need to go next, but you feel like whatever road you're on is definitely leading there. And you got the sense that there is a great and grave danger lurking there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something the Duragar are doing there.
Vodka.
You get the idea that whatever is happening with the Duragar, with Levistus, with the Rime, that there's some struggle that's tearing the Dale apart somehow, like in a way that you can't see in the material plane.
Vodka, who is everywhere?
Yeah, so Vaka will kind of look down at Floof again. Those creatures, Floof. Those things from the dark. The things that disappear and shrink or grow and become monstrous. They're going to destroy the Dale. And we have to stop them.
Okay. Do we go? I'm like rubbing at my eyes.
I'll kind of like look around at my 3 sleeping companions and say, I think we're going to need more help. If we're going to bring back the sun.
I want to bring back the sun.
And with that, Vaka will kind of like lay back down on the bed and look up at the kind of snow ceiling and this igloo that's encased in ice, and makes her think of how they described Levistus. He's the one that's in the icy prison.
Yeah.
And she'll kind of like breathe.
It's okay, Valka. I will keep you safe. I crawl up and just curl up on her. Like in the crook of her arm.
Vaka will like scoop and bring Floof closer. Whatever they're trying to unleash, we've got to stop them.
Okay.
And that damn owl.
Owl?
Invoca will yawn and kind of like close their eyes again until it is morning and they are ready to move.
Just stay awake for a little while longer, just trying to think about what she was saying.
And just as Vaka is about to kind of like drift back into sleep, she'll kind of yawn and just like say quietly, I can't believe how big he's getting. And she'll fall back asleep.
As you drift back to sleep, Vaka, this time around, the sleep is peaceful. No visions beyond your normal dreams. And you guys all wake in the morning.
And before anything else happens, because nobody else is going to remember, Joe, when you changed your con score, did your hit points change for you?
No, should they have?
So for
That's what I wanted to ask, because I knew I'd forget.
I was gonna go through that with you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
What was your con score before?
My con score before was 16.
All right, so then you're gonna get, so your modifier goes from +3 to +5.
Mm-hmm.
So add 2 hit points for each level.
So 4?
So that'd be 10 hit points.
You guys are at level 5, so it should be 10.
Yeah.
So add 10
Nice.
hit points to your max.
So 12 hit points.
10.
Does my armor class go up too then?
Not unless your
Oh,
is your AC
yeah, it
based
would.
on your con score as a barbarian.
I think,
It's
for barbarian.
combo, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dex and Con as long as they're not wearing armor.
Yeah.
Woo!
So then your AC is gonna go up by 2 as well.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
But yeah, so the night goes by. You guys begin to kind of wake in the morning as Oyame is kind of packing up stuff. Yeah,
I wake up a little bit somberly, but still with plenty of like energy. Start packing up all my stuff to put back on myself.
so we should see what the weather's like today.
Oh boy.
Light cloud coverage, 10 below with mild wind. There's dim natural light. So
Nice.
basically nothing too much has changed from the clear night of last night, just a cloud cover has moved in.
Light cloud cover.
Light cloud. You can still see the rime and stuff weaving in the sky. As you guys are kind of getting ready and getting your stuff ready, Oyame comes to you, Vaka, and just says, you've faced the worst of it. And you faced it well. As time passes, the power and the strength of the bearer will grow in you. For now, the change may feel subtle, but given time, it may be overbearing.
I groan in my sleep.
Vaka will put her hand on Oyame's shoulder and kind of like dip her head a little bit and say, thank you for all that you've shown me and for staying with me.
She kind of nods, and she just kind of looks at you and says, you have to remember what holds you here, the ties that you have. The Dale will pull you away like it did me. if you let it, you'll be lost.
And Vaka will kind of look at Oyame and then look up at the sky and think about where she saw, the chains pulling. And she'll just ask, "Do you feel its pain?"
It's all I can feel.
Ugh. And Vaka will kind of look again around at the sky. "We will find a way to stop it. We cannot let them win."
And Omiya just kind of nods and gives you a hug.
I will return the hug.
Does she
And-
give better hugs now?
Yes, Vaka's hugs are now substantially better than all other hugs.
Some say
Hugs
they
are
could be
constitution
lethal.
based.
Yeah.
Hugs are constitution based. But yeah, so Omiye will kind of finish packing up their stuff, and they just kind of turned to you and said, gather your friends. I'm going to go get the dogs ready. And they'll climb up out of the igloo, leaving the rest of you in the igloo.
Hello.
Vaka will kind of shake awake and browse the rest of her companions.
Fuck off.
I will kick Sholtari.
You fuck.
Wake up. We have Drugar to kill.
No, eat shit. What? Where?
The
What?
Dugar are everywhere.
Where?
Everywhere.
He. Okay. All right. Fine. You assholes. He hops out of bed and he's real antsy now.
I'm just.
Is this what you
repeating
wanted?
I'm just repeating what was told to Flu.
Where are they?
Everywhere.
Is everybody else awake?
Yeah.
They're not here. You.
Yeah, so Vaka will kind of wake everybody else up.
Shrug it.
She's trying to
That's
rouse up. And we reiterate things that she saw. Not everything. She'll keep visiting the Sky Tower hold to herself. But she will explain that the Dale is in pain. We know that this winter is not natural. That Oriel is causing this
So,
rhyme.
kind of with the wisdom save that you got, since it was fairly high, the kind of the things that you're able to glean from this vision is that there is something that is tearing at the Dale, and the Rime is combating it. It's freezing it in place.
Okay.
Go ahead and process that and let me know when you tell us that.
How? What was tearing at the rhyme?
And Vaka will kind of squint at her eyes a little, thinking back to what she saw in her vision. And she's like, something is tearing the Dale apart that we can't see. And the Drugar have something to do with it. And they are preparing they're preparing weapons and metal and
They were processing the that black crystal,
mm-hmm.
is what they were working on.
The Shardlin.
The Shardlin.
Yeah. It's like
You
they're working that black crystal in a giant fortress.
You sure everything you saw was connected?
I don't know.
Because I can tell you, Durgar, sure, they're mighty, they're vicious, but tearing the entirety of the Dale apart, that seems more up the alley of and he points over to Calder and Shaltari's fucker that keeps trying to get at them.
I don't know if he's.
That's big league shit.
And if that's what the Shardlin's doing. If he is using the Drugar.
You think Levistus is tied to them somehow?
I don't know anything else capable of pulling the very fabric of our world apart.
That just don't track for me, though. Durgar fucking love this place. It's night all the time.
Unless they made a deal with the devil.
Fucking idiots.
Vaka will kind of stand up a little bit and like put her hands on her thighs to stretch out. I'm just telling you what I saw. And what I saw tells me that we should be going to the spine. That whatever they're doing in that fortress isn't good. And whatever they're working on in that Shardlin, somebody thinks is very important.
Nothing they do is good.
I'm looking at Shaltari with sort of a curious, cocked head. But I don't say anything.
If we're planning on going that way, I would like to head back to Brinchander to get that armor. After what we encountered in there yesterday and what I've done in the past, I think having that Cragcat armor is going to help me out. Seems to be the magic's been a bit of my pit trap, so to speak.
Speaking of magic, I would have attuned to the amulet that Dazan gave us over this break.
Oh, yeah. Let me pull that up. You guys continue.
Inside Tanner said, "Oh yeah, he's possessed now."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you guys continue to talk. I gotta pull it up.
Okay.
If they're somehow tied to the Rime, we should just do away with all of them. Right?
Monty's pouring a little bit of the booze into his coffee. Just talk of genocide before coffee? I knew I liked you.
Oh my god.
His eyes shift towards Dazan. Seems like ripping a part of the world might be of some interest to yours.
Sorry, I'm looking up stats on an item.
Damn, wizards are always reading.
Please leave a message. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Is his zombie guy
Oh,
around?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, their name. What was their name again?
I got you.
Krintos. Or Krintos.
We've just been sleeping with this thing in the same
Yep.
cabin.
Well,
Chill.
maybe
Stranger
it
things
slept.
happen to us.
Maybe it slept outside.
It didn't.
We've got a mummy running our freaking tavern. Like, are we gonna?
Yeah,
With a talking bush.
yeah, but those aren't sleeping next to us in a warm environment.
Yeah,
So
they're
a
like
bush, a
snowmen
mummy, and a
working
werebear
out.
walk into a bar.
A bar is a walk to the bar joke.
Okay, let's see. All right, so Monty here. I got a picture of this amulet actually, so let me share that with you guys.
Oh my fucking god.
What's up? Uh-oh.
Ugh. Remind me when session's over.
Oh. Okay. Oh,
Ooh.
So,
Shield
Much
for
guardian.
everyone,
Much
this is
more-
what it looks like.
much more shieldy than I anticipated.
Yes, it's got 3 like crescent moons on it. But anyway, Monty, after you attune to this, you know that it is an amulet of a shield guardian. You know that. Where's this thing at? So basically, as the person attuned to it, means that you can command the shield guardian that is attached to it. It's 4-inch wide disc composed of silver framed wood with a rune carved into the face. This rune matches the one on the shield guardian's forearms. And is the So a humanoid that attunes to the amulet knows the distance and direction of the shield guardian, provided that the amulet and the guardian are on the same plane of existence. As an action, the amulet's attuned wearer can try to reactivate the shield guardian as long as they are within 10 feet of it. As soon as you attune to it and you kind of know what it does, you feel a ping, like in your mind, that this particular shield guardian
No.
is about 25 miles south of
Okay.
you, somewhere in the spine of the world.
I thought it was going to be Krintos.
You can, and you know it's inactive, which means you can't command it to return to you. You have to go find it and reactivate it.
The fuck?
It's somewhere
Noted.
near Sky Tower, the Sky Tower shelter. Now, what were you asking, Dazan?
It seems like your lot might be interested in those goings on.
It's hard to say what my lot is interested in. Currently, I'm interested in getting back to Brynshander so I can rewrite my spell book.
Why do you have to go to Brynshander for that?
Because Brynshander has the supplies I need, and I'd rather stay out of East Haven, given my last experience there.
Where I need to go to get my armor anyhow.
Right. Well, we should get started then. It's not getting any warmer. Do you know where any more of your organization might gather?
Well, currently there are only a few of us up here. It's not like there's an entire, brigade of...
No office branch, huh?
No, there is no real influence on the Dale,
Well,
unfortunately.
that's fucking inconvenient.
I think you find that it's better this way.
Given the alternative, I'm not so certain.
If you assume that anyone from the Brotherhood would waste time and effort on saving the Dale, you'd be quite mistaken.
Maybe I misunderstand what your Brotherhood seeks. Is it not knowledge and power?
For themselves. Besides myself, there are 3 others here. And if I can get to the city and get what I want, I honestly don't really care that much for the Dale. I guess a race against time now, isn't it?
If the Dale is destroyed, then who's to say nothing else will follow? I would just imagine that somebody wanting knowledge and power would want to continue doing it instead of being destroyed, is all.
As long as I can get what I need before its destruction, then I really don't care that much.
I'm thinking surprisingly small scale for somebody who's supposedly so powerful.
I think you overestimate the value of the Dale.
I don't overestimate the power of gods.
Gods.
I think I get what he's saying here. This might be the end of y'all's world if the Dale goes to shit. Ain't the end of the world.
I assure you there's a lot more world south of the spine.
Vaka is going to grumble and say that it would be the end of my world. My home is in the spine. And it's not just the Dale. What gods have you ever known to be satisfied with just the north, or just the cold, or just this?
I've never known a god to be satisfied with anything.
Except themselves.
Barely.
You can't go south forever.
My deepest condolences to you and your kind for living in the Dale. But standing up to gods, well... Look, I'll help as far as I can. Once I acquire the things that I'm after, though, I don't feel like risking all of that to undermine the plans of the divine.
No, we should just pack up and head out. Perhaps we'll learn more on the way. How long will it take us to go to the other side of the Ten Town? We
to
have
get
dogs
to,
now.
To Brinchander?
Yeah.
So it's about 12 miles back to Carcanig on dog sled. That will take you...
Oh yeah, look at that. There's a little table at the top.
6 hours. And then from there, using the roads, it's about 20 miles to Brinchander, and you can knock that out in a little more than a day.
Nice.
So 2 days travel in total.
Cool.
While we're all packing up, Monty's gonna go over to Dazan and just quietly let you plan to get out of here once you got what you got.
He just kind of leans back over to you and whispers. He says, "For such a powerful wizard, you sure ask a lot of questions."
I, at the
Mon-
same time, lean over to Calder and I go, "Who's Dale?"
It's a place. For the
Calder's
wolf.
like,
It's the place
number-
we live.
Calder's like, "Number 3, Ironheart."
Damn it.
Monty actually reaches up and takes his hat off. He's like, "Look, you're the one with the plan to get out of here. Obviously, you're the wiser one of the two of us." And he holds out the hat to him. Says, "So let me know if you got room for one more when it comes to that."
He kind of nods and he says, "When time comes, I could use a hand getting south of the spine."
Are you guys covering your mouths as you say this?
Oh, ooh. Monty does know you can do that, but I don't think he's thinking enough. He thinks everybody's busy with packing and shit.
I
'Cause
love
I'd
this.
like to also pass out, like, Calder's got a passive perception of 19
Yeah,
and passive investigation of 18, so.
This is,
and can
this is
read lips.
the best case of observant ever.
What? Alright, but if it involves a deal with any higher powers, I'm out.
He says it shouldn't come to that.
Good. And he plucks his hat off of Jazan's head and puts the wizard hat back on his.
And he's like, just readjusts it a little bit, and then he goes over and continues packing up his stuff. Yeah. So do you guys leave?
Mhm.
Yes, I leave. And just this time I put on the snow boots. I seem a little bit more confident wearing them
Yeah.
and a little bit less hesitant to be wearing them. Just a little bit.
Is Omaye going to be traveling away now, or since we're going into the 10 towns?
Yeah. Yeah. So as you guys kind of leave the that den, you get up there, you see that the dogs are harnessed and ready, and Omaye is gone. You can see their tracks just kind of leading off into the tundra.
Okay, we go.
Alright. Who's riding with me?
I will.
Um,
As long as you're driving.
Calder, as
Alright.
you are getting kind of ready, going over to the dogs, you like pull your pack off. You as you
Draw your
reach
shoulder.
as you as you reach in,
God damn it.
the it was the basilisk fangs that you improved the value of, right?
Yeah.
They're solid ice.
Oh.
As you notice that, you hear the Zahn kind of behind you saying, something doesn't feel quite, as he turns to ice.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh
Like
no!
complete ice, or is he frozen over?
Oh, I did this.
You can make a investigation check.
Like, can we see through him?
10.
His clothes are still there, but they are draped over a solid ice statue that looks like Dazan.
Like
Oh,
ice
there's-
sculpture style?
Yeah, like he turned to ice.
Calder's gonna walk over,
Oh.
snatch the hat off the top of the head,
Okay.
and he's gonna walk over to Monty and hand him the hat and lean in close and just say, "Don't forget to cover your mouth next time you're making backbiting deals." And he mounts up on his sled with Shaltari and just says, "Felwinter, Frostmeyer, yep." He rides on.
Vaka
Monty
will
steals the rest of his
click.
clothes.
Vaka will click Fiask and be like, it wasn't his job to interfere with gods anyway. I'm gonna follow along.
I'm going to ride with Monty.
Monty's like undressing this ice sculpture.
Oh,
It's
right,
hard to
you don't
get
like
it's
fiasco.
hard to get the pants off.
No, it's not.
You break him?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Monty breaks the Dazan ice sculpture.
Wolf has almost no idea what's going on.
And he's
It's
just, and then he looks down at like the shattered body of him, and he's just like, "Damn."
Damn.
What is Krintos doing?
Krintos is just like kind of looks around. Yeah, no, Krintos is not gonna let you shatter his master's
Oh, okay.
sculpture. So as you go up to him and
Yeah.
try to like start taking stuff off him, Krintos is gonna kind of like stand and kind of push you back.
He's a goner.
If you take another thing from his body, you will be too. I've seen him come back from wars. What is the difference between ash and ice?
Oh.
Fucking hell, he is articulate.
You're fucking lying, by the way. Damn.
All right.
It seems your friends have left you.
I'm right here. I'm just kidding. Monty, we go.
Yeah. We get bored of standing around here, taking an icicle.
God, no.
We could use a door guy at the moose hole.
This one will not touch you, Monty. We go. I say as I give the guardian a big ol' stink eye.
Yeah, we go.
I need to retcon a little bit, like before we start leaving, I am going to use Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Yeah, so Monty will hop onto the other dog sled.
I hop on in front.
Alright, let's catch up.
Okay,
Hey.
we go. I say to the dogs.
Giddy up.
All right. You guys leave the spire, and the undead bodyguard standing in the snow next to the
Well-
frozen
Well,
statue of his master.
do we want to just leave him?
Yes?
You did.
Oh, we
Just
already
good.
did
run
it.
through.
I guess
We
I'm
know where he
just-
is.
Goodbye.
He didn't
For,
want to
moving.
help us anyway.
I'm just with Calder.
goodbye for now, Dazan. Goodbye
Do you
for now.
do you think it wise to just leave them?
Oh. Either way, he was gonna leave us and maybe with somebody else, but I don't think that's happening now.
Did he still have the little? He didn't have a bauble thing, did he?
Bobble thing.
The simulacrum or
Yes.
the?
He was the
No, he was a
simulacrum.
simulacrum.
Yeah.
You're thinking of phylactery, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was a
Yes.
simulacrum that was made real for a moment.
Well, of course he would have left with Krintos. I don't know why Krintos would have been separated. He's staying with him now.
Not talking about Grintos. All I'll say, Mr. Sheltari, is sometimes you might want to look at who you should call friend.
As we're kind of riding, like a little ways into the travel, Floof looks up at Monty, just kind of like this. And they look really pensive. And then, sorry, the dog. And then, after a long time of just kind of formulating what they're trying to articulate, they go, it's something that has been on their mind for many days now. And they say, Monty, what is vengeance?
Vengeance is what happens when you don't cover your tracks well enough.
You get eaten.
Mm-hmm. Except it's only vengeance if you ate their food first.
I eat the food, so then they eat me.
Yeah.
Why everybody wants vengeance?
Mm.
You tell Starry for getting the vengeance on the Dugar,
Mhm.
and Kador to get the vengeance on the Visvis.
Yeah.
Do you get the vengeance too?
Nah. I ain't looking for vengeance. But it's probably looking for me.
You ate the food.
Yeah,
Okay.
I ate the food.
So we will cover your tracks.
Yep. And like looking down at you, says, and his face quickly changes to a different one, and we'll learn to hide.
Okay. I can dig good hole for hiding.
We'll let you know when I need a hole dug. You
Okay.
do about 6 feet.
At least 2. And I look at my
Do you
feet.
hold up your foot?
I look at them, yes. I think I got just really excited at the idea that I knew at least 2 feet. That's it, though.
That'll do.
So I misread my travel chart. So you guys can get to Bryn Shander in a day.
Oh, nice.
Because with dog sleds, you can travel 24 miles a day over snow and then 36 miles a day over the roads. So since most of it is on the roads, you can definitely get to Bryn Shander in a day.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, after a full day of travel, you know, it takes about half the day to get to Carricknig, and then from there you're traveling the roads, so it's pretty fast. 20 miles takes the other half of the day. As feeling tired, you guys see the giant circular walls of Bryn Shander appear in the distance as you guys pull your sleds through the main gate.
I will have cast Pass Without a Trace a couple more times and probably ask Calder if he could help out.
Yep.
Okay. We are here at Dale.
Is Bryn Shander where you had that crag cat stuff?
Mm-hmm. That's why we're here. Well,
It was one of the reasons why
why
now
we're
it's
like,
predominantly why we're here.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys have been here a couple times.
Man, I forgot how fucking big it is.
Yeah, it is the largest of the 10 towns. Let's see.
'Cause this is where what's their names? The couple that we
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Greg and
rescued.
Bob, yep. For sure.
Greg and Bob.
No, Keegan and
Keegan,
Garrett. Keegan and Garrett.
Keegan, Garrett, and boy.
Yeah, boy.
Boy.
Oh boy,
Most
the pupper.
important.
See, now I got the correct like kind of name for boy, but just for the other 2. I'm here. What do
Yeah,
we
it's a
do?
bummer on those basilisk teeth.
Yeah, and we didn't really do anything in this town, really.
Yeah, I think the last time you were here, all you did was,
We showed up, we saw Boy,
Yeah.
we followed Boy, and then we
Oh,
turned right back around and went the other way to help.
yes.
yeah.
Here we are at Dale. Now what?
But yeah, so the things that you had to do in Bryn Shander, one was get Calder's Cragcat armor. The other was to help, well, just drop off Dazan, but you know, he'll figure his own way out now.
He's probably at a tavern already. Like,
Surprise
Oh, that little
to see
business with the
me?
ice? Yeah, whatever. No, the other thing was you were going to, you wanted to talk to the speaker. because they had some information about a prisoner being kept at Revel's End,
Yeah.
who, according to the notes or the letters and correspondence you got from Hiln, this person being held at Revel's End was somebody of interest, but didn't know too much beyond it, but said the speaker of Bryn Shander knew more.
Was someone of interest to who? Or did it not say?
It did. I had to look at it again. Let's see.
Not my character sheet to organize all these threads.
I know. Character sheets on Roll20 are.
About to Og inside of the room, just putting the red string around.
Yeah, like
Well, this is what
honestly,
you
Just
need to
chain smoking the whole time.
have like a Trello board, going for.
Let's
Plot.
see, where is it?
I see it here. Speaker knows about Pepe Silva. Pepe Silva. Name Pepe Silva keeps coming up.
Where is this? The Duvessa Shane, the speaker of Bryn Shander, is the one you were wanting to talk to. It is rumored that another member of the Arcane Brotherhood is being held there.
So the prisoner is the member of the Brotherhood, or
So
the prisoner?
yeah, so what you guys know about Revel's End is it's basically this prison that's at the very north of Icewind Dale on the coast of the Sea of Moving Ice, and the Lord's Alliance currently controls it, and they send like the worst of the worst up here from the south, and it is believed that the Lord's Alliance, well, it's believed that the Lord's Alliance had caught a member of the Arcane Brotherhood messing around up here where they weren't supposed to be, and they're being held there. So, in the Arcane Brotherhood, yeah, it's the same organization that Dazan was from.
They're members of the Brotherhood are referred to as Red Wizards. Is that right?
No, Red Wizards are from they're from a country called Thay.
Oh,
Red Wizards are a different thing. The guy that Dazan just happened to be both. He happened to be a Red Wizard who was a member of the Arcane Brotherhood.
oh, okay. Okay.
Red Wizards are typically kind of feared and reviled throughout like the Sword Coast and stuff because the kingdom that they come from, Thay, is ran by a necromancer, and they're not particularly swell people, as you might have picked up on.
Fucking loved him.
Sorry,
All
not
right.
a necromancer. Well, he's a necromancer, but he's a lich.
He's a lich, yeah.
Yeah, the current ruler of Thay is a lich.
So, kind of on our way to the shop. Well, I guess, are we going straight to the shop, or like, I don't know. Anybody else gonna do something different?
Depends on how late everything's open till.
I mean, you guys would have got here like late, like
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You
Good
probably
point.
just need to
Okay.
get
Yeah,
lodging
but-
first.
Taco
Yeah.
Bell is open late.
there's a Taco Bell in Bryn. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's grab a place to stay.
I believe.
Too late. We can't just barge in on Garrett and Keegan. What's up, nerd? Sleepover.
I mean, we could.
Hope your house is clean.
We fucking saved them, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we saved you, so you have to deal with us all the time. No, you guys know that the tavern in here, the North Look, it's where Old Bitey is.
Oh, why did I think that Old Bitey was a different town?
Old Bitey's here in
Oh,
Bryn
that must be
Shander.
under all the snow.
Fuck,
You have to go to
dude.
there.
Oh, fuck. All right. Okay, well, here
The
we go.
The rematch.
Grudge match.
Floof's coming in with experience now.
Yeah.
Alright.
I guess you should
So, but
I think
yeah, you guys go to the
Oh,
North
okay.
Look, get a room for the night, get some food, and yeah,
is Old Bitey still there?
of course, Old Bitey's still there.
Okay.
Their pupils just go huge.
Yeah, as soon as Floof steps foot through the door, like Old Bitey starts singing, like almost mockingly at Floof.
I go full floof. Just poofy.
But yeah,
And
no, we can.
the shoes come off. And as I don't even wait, I'm assuming people are kind of like, now floof.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Monty's immediately trying to place a bet with the guy next to him.
And I just crouch.
You're
And
gonna
then
have
I launch.
Floof. Oh my god.
Launch, bounce off the counter straight at it.
No.
I would like to try to catch Floof.
Surprise attack.
Okay.
Hey,
Make
hey-ya!
a grapple challenge. So athletics from Baka, acrobatics from Floof.
Acrobatics.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow!
I jump, you reach to grab me, and I step on your hand and I push off of it for a little extra lift. I go straight to the bar, land on all fours, and spring up again, and just all four limbs out to grapple.
Oh, I love thinking that Floof is using Vaka's outspread hands as a launch pad.
Yeah.
I would also like to point out that Vaka has not successfully grappled Floof once during this campaign. Like every single time she's been like, "Baby, no!" Like that's that bad little.
Isn't that just the
It's
most
that-
Thank God
accurate?
for that.
Isn't that the most
Catch an air.
accurate thing that you've ever?
I love it. Like I'm kind of happy about it, but that exacerbated dad at the mall who's like, "Come here, kids!" Like, "Ah!"
I'm already counting coin on the counter to pay for damages.
Yeah, as Floof springs off of the counter, there are bowls of like chowder that gets spilled, and everyone's ale that's there just makes this huge mess over everyone as you launch yourself at the wall. And I guess just like cling to Bitey. Like, what's your attack?
I'm going to try to rip it off the wall.
Right, well, it's gonna try to bite you.
Old Bitey does what old Bitey does.
Let's see, this is a plus, I think, 4 to it. So
Oh,
22
nice.
to bite.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you fling yourself at it, it's only gonna be 3 damage.
I don't
Alright.
even notice.
Yeah, as you
Man,
as
that
you
was so
fling
much
yourself to
scarier
it,
the first time we were here.
it just like snaps at you and grabs your hand in its mouth.
I'm
Keely,
going.
like they're not even phased. Like,
Yeah, I'm going to
Make a athletics check to try to yank it off the wall.
Oh no, what are people? Oh, how are people reacting to this?
Poorly.
Oh no. Oh Christ.
So as you go to yank it off the wall, your feet kind of slip and you go tumbling down the wall and crash behind the counter, and I'm gonna say you fall into like an open pickle barrel,
Okay.
and just brine and pickles just fly out.
oh man,
It starts
those are
pickles
two copper
and
pickles though.
yeah, they start like spraying as I scrabble to get out. You know, just like full on scrabbling. And
It's like a
I
record scratch.
I'm like
music stopped.
slimy and briny, and I like fall with a big splatter to the floor. Take off, so more brine goes everywhere off my fur. And then I pull out my
Like peeling out on the floor a little bit.
my pitten and my war pick. And I'm gonna just like.
Alright, I'm gonna see if anybody else intervenes before
Okay.
Floof hails
That's
the
what
wall.
they're doing though.
This is the epitome of cats at 3 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah, no, when they
That is
splat
what's happening.
out of the pickle jar, Vodka is going to again try to, like, that's enough out of you by the shirt.
Floof is just tweaking balls right now.
Alright, another contested grapple check. A Floof scoop check.
During this, I am
slimy.
going around.
I'm
You've
slimy.
done it.
Oh!
So you see Floof climb out of this barrel of pickles, pitten in one hand, pickaxe in the other, and starts going at the wall when Vodka just literally just grabs the back of Floof's collar and yanks them. And you are now
Monty
being held
speaks
by the
up.
collar, just with Vodka just staring you down.
Monty yells across the bar. That's the spirit, Vodka. Give Floof a hand. And he casts suggestion.
Jesus.
Oh dear.
How
oh,
dare you?
Oh boy.
What do I have to
During
roll?
this,
Wisdom,
I am tickled.
wisdom
I am
save.
absolutely tickled right now.
I am going from patron to patron, asking what they had, ordering more of it for them,
Okay.
and reassuring the barkeep that we are very sorry and it will be over soon.
You're very rich.
There's the one bar patron that's like, well, I was gonna order a whole barrel of pickles.
Yeah, sure.
Got Floof fuzz like floating in it now.
Oh yeah, there's some gross stuff in that pickle jar.
Yeah, it's a wisdom
Oh, no.
save, Vodka. DC
Oh, how dare
15.
Oh, how
Come
dare
on.
you?
Come on.
No!
So
Um,
Vodka is holding Floof like this as they're like, yeah, getting ready to go to Old Bitey.
Oh my god.
And I will turn Floof around.
Let go me!
You have to give him a chance to recover. Try again tomorrow. Now walk over to the table. Like, it's time for fish.
Just like choking up on my war pick with both hands. Smelling real vinegary.
This is the greatest.
Calder,
This is the greatest entrance.
what do you do? I mean, you just saw this whole thing, and then you also saw Monty cast a spell on Vodka.
Only verbal components.
I mean, he's seen you
materials.
cast suggestion many
Yeah.
times.
I thought you'd have.
And you
Is
don't have-
Vodka aware that he tried to cast a spell on her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Calder's
gonna
taking
get-
a mental note, and he's going and finding a
unless
spot
unless
close up
you
in the
have
corner.
unless you have subtle casting or subtle spell.
I do.
I was gonna say.
Did you
I
use
thought
it?
you've done it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought so too.
Did you use subtle spell?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then Calder wouldn't have seen it, but Vodka, you would know that someone tried to cast a mind-altering spell on you.
Gee, I wonder who could have done that.
Yeah. I wonder who in this bar would want me to help Floof destroy Old Bitey. So yeah, Vodka will take this swinging Floof over to a table and
Is this table inhabited?
probably over to where Monty's at.
Are you glaring at Monty as you walk
Oh,
over?
I have the Floof
Dripping with pickle
I am.
juice.
dripping of pickle juice. I'm staring at everybody in the bar that I dare you to tell me how to raise my child. Mom stare. And I sit down and with my free hand, I pop my finger underneath Monty's chin right here. and I say, you try that shit again. I said, you'll need more than just a hat to cover that ugly face when I take your tongue out.
Oh no.
Monty's just like locking eyes with her as he's like with his other hand pushing a pile of gold coins to another patron and like pushing him away.
Yeah, this said patron, Floof is starting to recount the tale of getting the big fish that they did catch. No.
Reeking of pickles.
Reeking of pickles.
I assume
And
just like fishes a
in
pickle out of
Floof-
one of their pockets and just like crunching on it.
And Floof common. And just trying to and showing off my the fish bone of the head of it that
Every
Calder put on there.
every time your story is like about to hit like a climactic moment, old Bitey starts singing loudly, just totally undercutting like any like part of the story.
Okay, I tried a couple times to march back over there and
Is the
assuming
fish? There's a place that I want to go.
I see the mouth of the basilisk. It comes down to underneath the snow.
I think that Floof will heed the advice of Vaka and say tomorrow. But they do turn around and give the like look, and after a while, they want to start crawling back up there very slowly, but without intent of harm. Okay, just close enough to be within like conversation range with this fish.
Okay.
And they say, deadpan, I don't like your song anymore.
It just kind of it looks at you with its dead eyes, just like staring at you as you say that, not singing yet, just
I stare back.
and then just slowly, just quietly, you just hear somewhere up the river flow. It just gets louder and like crescendoing.
To the table and
As Floof sits down, Monty says, I thought you said you didn't know what vengeance was.
Face get big grin.
During all of that, are we sitting with Calder at the table, or Monty? Were you sitting somewhere else?
I assume we're all sitting together,
Yeah.
roughly.
So yeah, during like all of that, after all of that,
All of that.
I have finished paying for the patrons' food and drink. Let me know whatever that is, and I sit down next to Monty, watching Floof lock dagger eyes at this fish. Just kind of like lean close, bringing around for everybody at the table. And this is worth protecting.
Oh, that's beautiful. Tune in next week.
Actually, I do think it's a good stopping point. It's like 10 to 8.
But Floof
and
hasn't won yet!
it's like 10 to 8, and I feel like if we start anything else, it won't.
That's a good
Like, we're in a good stopping spot, so.
Fine,
Oh.
fine, fine, fine.
And then
Wait.
Og never offers any more quality ending catchphrases ever again.
Not until Floof wins this fight.
Will Floof win the fight? Tune in next week.
Floof's already won the fight of the hearts because they're got this big shit-eating grin on their face.
Secretly hoping that should we get near the end of this campaign and Levistus starts to rise and he's just like, Anna's ice frozen lake. Like, you have to get past my guardian for giant
No.
trout breaks out through the ice.
There's a place that I want to go.
And Floof's just got their axe and their stick. Like, I've waited my whole life for this.
The mini boss. You guys go ahead. I'll
that's
take
how you
care
end a
of this
character
one.
This is time for vengeance.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Think of
Old
Little-
mighty voice by Nathan Explosion.
Little do you know that the river he's talking about is the River of Styx.
sticks.
Fuck.
So
You've heard of
I've
old
still-
Bitey. Welcome to Elder Bitey.
Mighty Senior.
Look into my eyes, child.
That's my
See
father.
the end of space and time.
Oh, a new verse.
The old one mighty.
Old one bitey, yeah. You gotta be dumping stones to pass those wisdom saves.
It just reminds me of like Stephen King's extended multiverse on like the turtle
Oh, the
that
Dark
puked up the world. It's Old Bitey. Old Bitey was the beginning and end of all things.
In the beginning, there was old Mighty.
There's a place that I am the Alpha and the Omega.